Hello everyone. So in this session we are going to see about IPsec configuration. So we are using this AVNG in this session. So this the earlier sessions we covered about this internet access using the NAT. Okay, so this is the above part is for the internet access, and this is the right side part is we are going to configure the IPsec between these can say the headquarters and the branch site. I can say I just name like that. Okay, so let me open my the putty sessions. Okay, so let me jump into the CLA part. So I just open the sessions. Okay, so let me go to my these the SRX one, that is headquartered, I can say firewall, SRX firewall. So you can see the show policies and zones. I just want to remove this GI 0/0. Okay, so and I have to create one VPN zone, and that inside of the SRX would be my the trust zone, and I have to advertise the trust zone subnets into my VPN zone. Okay, fine. So let me go to the configuration part, and here, yeah, first set give the interface IP address. So set interface GI gig 0/0. Okay, my inside trust zone subnet would be 10.1.1.0/24. My the VPN zone connectivity would be my 10.10.0, and for my branch side the VPN zone connectivity would be 20.20.20.0, and the branch side LAN segment would be 20.1.1.0. Okay, this is my IP schema. So let me jump into the configuration part. So we'll configure the inside interface of my SRX. So 0/0/1 unit 0 family inet address 10.1.1/24. Okay, so let me configure my VPN interface. So VPN facing, that means the ISP facing interface would be 0/0/0, and the IP address would be 10.10.2. I will take it here. Okay, /24 subnet, and let me edit security zones and security zones, and I'll create the headquarter inside zone, and I'll add the gig 0/0/1 interface in that headquarter inside security zone. Okay, set interface gig 0/0 host inbound traffic system services ping. So let me allow the ping on this interface. Okay, so we'll do the same thing for my once again. Fine, so edit security zones, security zone, security zone. Let me give the name headquarter outside. Okay, so set interface, give this gig 0 by 0 by 0. 0 by 0 by 0 would be my fine. So allow the ping response, that's fine. Ping. So configuration part. Okay, go to the tab and show compare. You can see the recent added lines. The headquarter inside, headquarter outside, and I have added the interfaces also. It's fine. So even I have given the IP address, inside IP address, outside IP address. Okay, let me commit the change. Yeah, so we have to set the root password. So let me set system root authentication plain text password, give the password and retype the same password, hit enter. Okay, so let me commit the change. Let me check if any errors again. So there is no error. 1 second. Yeah, so that gig 0 by 0 is already added into one of the untrust zones. So let me remove that from the zone, untrust zone, and we can do that. Edit security zone, untrust. And delete interface gig 0 by 0 by 0. Now commit the change, commit and check to see if any errors again. Fine, so no errors. Let me commit the change. So for configuring the VPN, the ISP is public interface, means public IP address. The public ISP interfacing IP address should be reachable to negotiate the tunnels, the phase 1, phase 2 tunnels. So that's what. So we have to, the reachability should be there, and to ensure that the reachability should be there in between the public facing interfaces. Okay, let me jump into my headquarter LAN switch. So let me see if any IP address is there. Okay, I have the IP address on VLAN 1, that's fine. So let me ping to my inside interface. Now this SRX Firewall is pinging, so LAN gateway is pinging. Let me go to the configure. Okay, the branch firewall, VPN firewall I can say. Set interface gig 0 by 0 by 0, unit 0, family and net address. Let me 20.1 dot. Sorry, it should be 20.20.20.2. Okay, let me give my outside interface, sorry, inside interface. Should be 20.1.1.1. Oh, sorry, I have made a mistake that I given the same interface. Let me delete this. Okay, let me add it on the interface 0x0.1. Now edit security zone, branch inside, and set interface, my inside interface assigned to that inside zone, security zone, and I'll allow the ping response on this interface. Okay, so edit security zone, branch outside. For my ISP facing interface, let me add that gig 0x0x0. Set interface gig 0x0x0. Set host inbound traffic system services ping. So we go to the top and show compare to see the added lines. So I give the IP address. I have defined the zones, and I have I have defined the IP address, and I have defined the zones, and under the zones I have added the interfaces. Okay, so edit security zone, I want to remove that the default zones. You can see here it should be some untrust zone. Under untrust zone, the gig 0x0 would be there, so this is the default configuration. So yeah, so it is here. So let me edit security zones and trust, and let me delete the interface gig 0x0x0, and now commit and check. Oh, we again missed the password settings. The system root authentication plain text password. Give the password and retype the same password. Okay, so now let me commit. I'm sorry. Okay, set system root authentication plain text password. Hit enter. Give the password. Retype the password. Okay, commit. Okay, let me jump into my branch line switch and show IP interface brief. It is a Cisco switch. Now I can see some how configured VLAN 1 IP address. So let me ping to the inside LAN interface of the SRX Firewall. It's not pinging. Let me try it again. Okay, so it's pinging now. Show okay, so the interfaces and Jones. Set system host name. Let me give the host names. Headquarter firewall, branch firewalls, and set system root authentication plain text password for the router. So this router would be my just consider as an ISP router. So this is we're connecting both the firewalls. Okay, so this is my just consider is an internet. Okay, so set interface gig 0 family inet address 10.10.1, so that is facing towards the headquarter firewall. /24 is the subnet. And gig 0/0/1 would be the branch firewall facing interface. So I've configured both of them, and let's see, we have to be configured the routing between these two subnets. So I'll use OSPF. So protocols OSPF set area 0/00 and interface gig 0/0/0 and interface 0/0/1. Both the interface added in the OSPF. So compare your interface IP address added and routing has been configured. Okay, commit the change. Yep, it's committed. Okay, let me ping 10.10.2 is pinging. Let me ping 20.20.20.2. It's also pinging. It's great. Now run ping 10.10.1 is pinging, and ping to the other side interface of the firewall. So branch public branch firewall public interface and the router interface. So it is reaching onto the 20.20.20 subnet from my headquartered router. Okay, from my headquarter to that's fine. Set routing options. So I'll give this, I'll define the static route towards my so next hop IP address would be my ISP router interface. Now set routing options, static route towards 20.20.1, that is ISP. Okay, let me come in this change. Okay, let me ping from headquarter to the ISP interface, pinging this RX 20. Yes, now headquarter to my branch interface also pinging. So that means the public reachability is public IP reachability is there. Okay, from branch firewall to my headquarter firewall interface, public ISP interface, ISP facing interface IP is reachable. Now show interface address. You can see the IP address 20.20.2. Okay, so and we will define one more the virtual interface, that is the ST0. So it would be my VPN interface. The tunnel interface I can say. So zero family inet, and I'll create a security zone. VPN zone. I'll create a VPN zone, and let me add set interface ST0. Let me allow the ping and also the the phase 1 negotiations. Okay, let me set interface ST0 family inet, and edit security zone, VPN zone. Okay, now set interface ST0 host inbound system services IK, and commit the change. Okay, let me show. So now we'll see how to configure the IK. This is the phase 1. So in IK we are going to configure the proposals, and those proposals will call in policies, IK policies, and those IK policies again calling in the IK gateway. Okay, so these 3 steps are in phase 1, so that IK negotiation. Okay, let me edit security IK proposals, the proposal, and policy gateway. You can see these 3 we need to configure. So let me first configure IK proposal, IK proposal. This is our wish, the name. So I just configured in the bold letter, capital letters. Okay, now set. So this the SA parameters. So set authentication, DH, lifetimes, and authentication algorithm, authentication methods needs to be configured. So algorithm would be MD5, and the method would be pre-shared keys, and the define man group is group 2, and the encryption algorithm would be 3DES. So I hope the theoretical part may away. Okay, so and configure the lifetime of the tunnel. Okay, now you can see what are the parameters we have been configured under phase 1. So algorithm sequence. Now let me configure the second step, that is policy, IK policy, and we have to call this proposal in this policy. Okay, protocols would be, and okay, set security edit security policy, IPsec policy. Then you can see here not set security. You can see the mode we have to configure, appreciate key, and we have to call the proposal. Set mode, main mode, and more aggressive mode also there. Just have a look up this theoretical part and set appreciate key. I'll use the ASCII key as Juniper. Okay. Edit security IPsec gateway. Give the define the name IPsec GTW. It will be gateway, and set will external interface and IPsec policy, and the local address. This parameter will configure here. Set local address 10.10.10.10.2. This is my local address, and set the IPsec policy. I'm just calling the IPsec policy. You can see here the IPsec policy, and set and okay, configured policy address. So we're missing the address and the external interface. So set external interface would be my gig 0x0x0, and my address would be my inside subnet. Set address, sorry, this is the branch address, that is the peer IP address. Okay, now the phase 2 part. So phase 1 is completed. We have to see the phase 2 part. So phase 2 part is the IPsec policies. So here also the same steps again. We have to configure the proposal, and we have to configure the policy, and we have to configure the VPN. So instead of gateway, it should be the VPN, and we have to call this proposal into the policy, and policy into the VPN, and also the phase 1 gateway. That's fine. So set security IPsec. So IPsec proposal. Okay. IPsec okay. Proposals. IPsec proposal. Set. So we have to define encryption algorithm, lifetime protocol. So set protocol ESP. Yep. Encapsulation and set authentication algorithm, HMAC MD5. I'll take SHA-256. I'll take. Okay. Set encryption algorithm with 3 days again. and set lifetime 30 to 100 seconds I'll take. Fine, so we configure the encryption, lifetime, and the authentication algorithm and protocol, and we have to configure now show. It's completed. Let me do the second step, the IPsec policy. IPsec policy. So we have to do edit and jump into that hierarchy. You can see here the proposals, set proposals, IPsec proposals, set perfect forwarding secrecy would be give the name, the keys in group 2, and set IPsec VPN. So this is my third step in second phase. So here give the name, the VPN name would be IPsec VPN. I should be the edit security IPsec VPN. That's the defined name, and then set. We have to bind the interface, and we have to establish the tunnel, and we have to select some traffic. Okay, so I'll set bind the interface. ST0. This is my tunnel interface. Set establish tunnel immediately. No, don't wait for traffic to be initiated. Now set IKE. Just call the phase 1 gateway, that is IKE GTW. Set IKE IPsec policy would be IPsec policy. So the phase 1, phase 2 are called, and set traffic selector. Give the name TS1 and set the local IP would be 10.1.1.0/24. This is my inside a local IP subnet, and set traffic selector TS1. The remote IP would be 20.1.1.0/24. This is my branch LAN segment, and now show compare. So these are the things have been added under phase 1 proposal, policy, and gateway, and I just call the proposal into the IKE policy here, and IKE policy into the IKE gateway here, and IKE gateway called into the VPN. So you can see here. So this is the phase 2, the IPsec proposal. So the parameters I've been called in IPsec policy, and this is the IPsec proposal called in under IPsec policy, and this is VPN. This is the gateway, IKE gateway, phase 1 gateway and IPsec policy, and I have painted the interfaces, and this defines the local subnets, remote subnets, and now commit the changes. I'm facing the issues. IP policy must be the local certificate or pre-shared key configured checkout field. Somewhere I had done the mistake. Let me jump into the edit security IP policy set okay, pre-shared key seconds. Set pre-shared key as key text and give the Juniper as my pre-shared key. Okay, commit check for any errors, no errors, commit the change. Okay, that's good. Now, so I have been configured all in HQ firewall, so I just want to copy the same thing into my branch firewall. So let me edit those configuration part and we'll come back. So just see, I just copied those configuration from the headquarter firewall. So these are the IP policies, IP policy, IP gateway, and these are my IPsec proposals, IPsec policies, and IPsec VPNs. Okay, let me copy these into the branch firewalls. As you can see, after copying that, so tunnel came up. So show security IKC, so can able to see the phase 1 tunnel is up. The tunnel is showing as an up, and if you can see, show security IPsec SA. This is my phase 2 tunnel, so this is also up. Okay, so security IPsec statistics SA will show again the same. The phase 2 tunnels are also up. Okay, and statistics, you can see the packets encrypted, decrypted. Okay, so now we'll add address books. So address books are like the objects like in ASA firewalls. So that means the address book we called the interested traffic, which needs to be passed on to, which needs to be go through these VPN tunnels. So let me define the address books. So set security address book and the purple address book, and give the name inside LAN subnet, otherwise HQ LAN subnet segment. Okay, that's enough, and give the IP address 10.1.1.0/24. Now give the branch LAN segment IP. Here I'll make BR, and segment will be 20.1.1.1 as 24. Okay, now to compare, you can see the address book the branch LAN segment, the headquarter LAN segments defined. Now let me configure the policy to allow the traffic from my LAN segment to the branch segment. Now set security policies from zone to my inside HQ inside. And to zone would be the VPN zone. So we call this so we are advertising that the inside zone subnet in the VPN zone, and set policy inside. I'll give the name of the policy here, headquarter to branch, and match. The source address would be my HQ LAN and my destination address would be my branch LAN segment, and the applications would be any. I'm sorry, I have to delete these and I have to add it back again with y any. Now then permit this policy. You can see here under the show. So these are the source address, destination address, and the application, and then permit the rule. Now set policy. I have to do in the reverse direction. Now set policy. Give the name of the policy would be set policy set policy top edit security policies from zone VPN zone to zone inside LAN HQ inside. Now set policy from zone to zone headquarter inside. Now set the policy branch to headquarter. Match source would be the branch LAN segment, and the destination would be HQ inside. Match the address, destination address would be HQ LAN segment, and the application would be any, and then permit. Okay. Branch to headquarter, branch LAN segments. Now show compare. You can see the added lines here. The HQ LAN segment, branch LAN segments, and security zones from HQ inside to VPN zones, and I have added these source subnets, destination subnets, objects groups, and I'm commit the change. let me pause this video to copy that configuration into my branch firewall. Okay, let me pause it, and also fine. So just paste it in the notepad. So I've been modified the segment IPs. I mean object IPs. Okay. Okay, I've been modified that. Now paste that configuration into my branch SRX firewall. So after pasting that, you can see here what are the lines I have added. Okay, this is okay. Now HK to LAN segment, branch to LAN segment, and here branch LAN segment to branch headquarter LAN segments, and I then permit. Okay, getting some error. Okay, I'll fix this. Okay, show it, compare, go back 0. This is my best configuration earlier to this current configuration. Roll back 0. So compare. Okay. Yes. VPN zone to branch zone, headquarter to branch, headquarter LAN segment to branch segment. Commit the change. Now let me ping from my inside VPCS. So this is my inside VPCS. This headquarter LAN PC to my branch side, the LAN PC. You see the IP would be 20. I'll take 1100. The gateway. Now let me ping 220.1.1. Sorry. So I have to restart this PC. Okay, let me ping it again. Okay, IP address I have to configure. IP 10.1.1.100/24. It's not pinging. Let me ping from my branch to my headquarters. LAN segment is pinging, and so it is now reaching to my Juniper router. That's my ISP. So let me troubleshoot this issue, and can see here now can able to ping branch segment to my LAN segment. Okay. ping from here to 20.1.1.100. It's pinging. Now let me show security flow sessions to see the traffic on the firewall from where to where the traffic is passing. So security flow sessions. Sorry. Sessions. Sorry. Okay, you can see here I'm going for my SP to the IPs. Now let me clear these logs. Okay. Okay, I'm still getting these logs from. Now let me see it again. Okay. So security IPsec sub and IPsec statistics. You can see here the packets now. The bytes and the packets are there under ESP statistics. Now clear IP, clear security IPsec statistics. Now show IPsec statistics. No, there is nothing now. Now let me initiate some traffic. Okay. Show security IPsec security associations statistics. Now clear the statistics. Now let me initiate some traffic again from my LAN segment to the branch segment. It's pinging. Yep, so there are 5 packets should be matched. You can see the encrypted and decrypted packets are 5 each. Let me do it with the same thing from my branch LAN segment to my headquarters segments. It's pinging, and I will check the statistics again. Now it is into 10. It's great. Okay. Now let me ping one more time. It's pinging. Oh, ping 20 10.10.10. Once not pinging from my the branch side host. These are 10.10.20.20 or ISP interface segments. Okay. Yeah, only RAN is reaching, so there is no WAN reachability between them, like 10.10.10 and 20.20.20. That's it. Thanks for viewing this. Happy learning. Thank you.